before we start football, you have to talk about feeding the fish to a bear. What was that
What about it?
Well, I mean,
I grew up in the outdoors. I'm around animals all the time. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Is that the first time you've done it?
No.
How many times have you done it?
No, that's the first time I've fed a bear.
First time you've done it on video.
Yeah, we'll put it that way.
You talked to us at the Derby about how if you're on the field, you know you can produce. How do you start setting the tone now for making sure you're getting those opportunities this season?
Preparing, watching film, just being a vet, being a true vet. I mean, you know the system by now, so this is the system that I grew up playing in college and first couple of years here, so I mean it's familiar to me. So now it's taking that stuff to the next level and understanding why we're calling plays that we're calling and applying, being able to alert guys of certain checks during the as the offense is lining up even. So just playing ahead of the snap even further.
How does the system work to your strengths as a player?
Coverage, just being rangy and matching. So, I mean, it's tough when you have a guy that has size and length that can cover, do that consistently every single play, playing against that as an offense. So, and that's something we take pride in as a whole defense, being able to be rangy, fast, and run every single play.
Second year with Micah Parsons, you guys know what he is. How does that make y'all more comfortable and can complement what he does?
Oh, yeah, I think Mike and I are meshing extremely well, and we really have ever since he's come in here. I think we complement each other in our games on the field, and I just love playing ball with him. I know everybody does. He's flying around like a maniac, 100 miles an hour every single play. So those are the guys that you want on your team.
You hear a lot about the second-year jump between a player's rookie season and their second year. Do you see a difference in him?
Yeah. I mean, just communicating with him on the field and watching him play, I mean, you pop on the film, you can just tell he's really just, you can tell he's relaxed out there. You can tell he's just lining up, and he's got a lot of stuff on his plate. So you got to give him credit for how he's handled that so far, because that's not easy.
You ever stop and think of how fast this has gone for you?
It's hit me a lot the last couple of years, and especially this summer, this last off season, and it does blow my mind. It's crazy, but I've just, even like last year during the season, I mean, you never know how long it's gonna last. So like I've just told myself like I need to enjoy every single moment as much as I can and just soak it all in and just truly be where my feet are and the guys that I'm around, the coaches, everybody, the relationships that you form. I mean, it's incredible and something that you can't take for granted. So I'm loving it. I'm still having fun, and it has gone fast. So
yeah, I mean, you look when you got here. You know, Sean was around, Jalen was around. Now, I mean, now you're the. I'm not calling you old by any stretch, but you're the vet in the room in some respects.
Yeah, absolutely, and I take pride in that and being able to answer and help answer any questions and help the young guys and whatever they need, and just really being a field general like Sean was, lining everybody up and playing ahead of the snap, like I said, and just becoming more confident in that and preparing every single day before you even go out to practice the film that you watch, just the cheats that you can get. It's so important, and being in a familiar system to me just makes it that much easier.
Seen Jabril back out there. What was it like to get him back and just your impressions of him?
It's awesome having Jabril back out there. We all missed him. It was, like I said, I feel like we just were in the middle of the season when he got hurt, and now we're already back out here and he's practicing. So it's crazy how fast time goes. I know he's been preparing and working his butt off this whole offseason to get back out here with us, and that's really meant something to him, and you can see it.
Did you wear those Guardian caps at Boise? Did you guys have them? What's it like? Okay, give the plug.
We've heard a lot of guys don't like it. We were just wondering why.
Yeah.
Is it just?
I mean, I understand why. I understand why they recommend us to wear them for the first 2 weeks of camp. I totally get the reason behind it. I think you should give the guys options to wear them if they want to wear them, or if they don't want to wear them. But I mean, you can't do enough to help the safety of the game, really, and just this early in practice. Because I mean, it does take an adjustment once you start hitting. Because I mean, you haven't been hitting ever since the last season. So when you start hitting, your head does have to have a little bit of an adjustment to that, I guess you could say, because you're going to have contact. You're going to have contact in your face mask. You're going to have contact on the side of your helmet, like no matter what. I mean, I'm not saying you should run around out there freaking hitting with your head, but like you're going to have contact with your head. Be realistic. So, I mean, it helps with that.
Is it just awkward, or do you always? You always want less, you know?
Yeah, it's awkward. I can feel the weight in it.
Okay.
I feel like it makes me a little bit more bobbleheady, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it for 2 weeks.
The ramp up period. It's obviously designed for player safety. It's also probably chopping up at the bit element of having to wait for pads to come on and just be full go. How do you like it as a player to kind of prevent soft tissue issues?
Yeah, I mean, really, you should be training hard in all the work that you put in through the off season, and you should be doing stuff throughout the summer too. So I don't think you should. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some soft tissue stuff that you can't just prevent. But like, the more you train in the off season, the more you train in the summer, and how you prepare yourself, it's going to prevent a lot of that. So like, it's not just the ramp up period that helps that. It's yourself training.
Right.
Coach McCarthy had mentioned he's been boxing this off season to stay in shape. Have you seen that? Would you like to see that? Would become a boxer? Do you think that he is?
I mean, boxing's intense as it is, and it can really have its benefits. So, I mean, props to him for doing that. I haven't seen him boxing or anything yet, but I mean, if that's what he likes, I know a lot of guys like it. I mean, it works. So,
all right, thank you guys. Thanks, Leighton.